Hi, I'm Colin Edmondson, the Wheat Technical Manager for Pacific Seeds. Now, I've been involved in breeding and selecting wheat in the Long Reach program since it started in 2002. So thanks firstly for giving me some of your time to provide some more details about Phantom. The breeding history, some background about Phantom's breeding. Phantom is a Yitpi and Sentinel cross, so it's based on two mid-late maturity varieties. Sentinel was selected because it has an excellent disease resistance and high yield potential. Yitpi because of its CCN resistance and its general toughness and adaptation to a broad area of South Australia and Victoria. Now, Phantom was released for South Australia and Victoria in spring 2002, so it's just available for first seed purchases this coming season. How has Phantom been received by growers? Only a small number of growers have had the chance to test Phantom on the farm as a crop, and it's really been coming out of the trial stage of the program. These paddocks, though, and general interest from growers and consultants out of the variety trials really have highlighted that Phantom's got some strong fits which growers are interested in. And it'll be now widely available for purchase across South Australia and Victoria this season as a new variety. So the bottom line, starting with yield performance of Phantom. And I'd encourage you firstly to look at all the data from the Long Reach and NVT trials that's widely available. Phantom's established itself as a high yielding option for areas which really suit that mid-late maturity variety. It's done particularly well in Victoria, where it's been regarded as a genuine candidate to replace Yitpi in the Mallee. Yitpi is the king of the Mallees and a big acreage, so a number of varieties are going to be involved in replacing it, and Phantom's clearly been marked as one of them. Now that's the Yitpi side of the cross showing out. But it really suits the better growing areas where the season demands a mid-late maturity in its own right as well. And that's the Sentinel side of the cross showing out. It's a solid performer in tight years when seasons push varieties, and having that toughness in the background from the Yitpi side of the cross is giving it that. Quality grade wise and reliability, where does Phantom sit? Phantom is classified AH in South Australia. So what this means is that we're automatically a default APW in Victoria, and we'll be submitting for an upgrade in late March 2013. Long-term data shows Phantom to have a solid grain spec. Grain size, screenings and test weight are all been shown to be consistently solid. It's also been shown to have very good black point tolerance in all the screening we've done. And sprouting wise, it looks to be similar in its tolerance to Yitpi. Key features of Phantom's disease profile. Now, ratings for the major diseases are widely published in South Australia and Victoria, so I'm just going to touch on a few key points. What does Phantom excel at? I think its overall rust package is one of the interests which growers will have in it. Very strong for leaf rust, MR rated with good adult plant resistance genes for stripe rust, and solid for stem rust with an MRMS rating for stem rust in the Long Reach ratings. And from a stem rust point of view, in the past 3 years, we've seen it under a lot of pressure in the Mallee where Yitpi's just folded with high stem rust levels. We've only really seen a trace of pustule development when stem rust on Yitpi's been at very high levels. So importantly, standing up to these epidemics in the field is something which growers have been looking for, and one of the reasons why people are looking to move out of Yitpi, which is considered as a stem rust sucker. Other areas of its disease profile which are solid is it's got an intermediate rating for CCN, being MRMS. Areas that you're going to need to support with good management. Yellow leaf spot resistance is Phantom's weaker point. Now it's rated the same as Yitpi, SVS, and the amount which has been grown in South Australia and Victoria means the growers know how to handle that. So it should be considered as the first wheat option, like Yitpi is. A bit more about growing Phantom on farm. What is it like and where does it fit? Maturity wise, it's really similar to both Yitpi and Phantom, and consistently that mid-late variety. It's best suited to being planted at the front of a program if you're in the Mallee, and it's got an excellent fit in the medium to high rainfall areas that suit the longer season varieties like Cara, Pugsley, Derrimut and Bolac, which might have been grown in that sort of target. Being widely adapted to South Australian Vic soils has been one of the growers' observations on Phantom, and it has a boron tolerance gene as well as acidity tolerance, helping provide some of that flexibility. It's also been noted to cope with the sands in the Mallee, so that's an important part of that area. Feedback from growers have been that it fits the Yitpi mould in the Mallee as an Anzac Day onwards planting option, and avoiding frosts in the Mallee and having that delayed maturity is one of the key things Yitpi's been regarded for. Grower demand for more choices as a main season wheat in the high rainfall areas is also a key interest, and that's the Sentinel part of the background. So seed is widely available from the Pacific Seed Associate Network and retailers across South Australia and Victoria. Thanks again for giving me your time, and I hope that Phantom will be a success on your farm if what we've talked about sounds like a good fit for you. Good luck on the farm this season.